What is going on, Broncos country? Welcome to the first edition of the halftime hash here at Bourbon Broncos No BS of this season. It is Broncos versus Seahawks. Score currently is 10-9 with 42 seconds left in the second quarter. And wow, first week game all the way around. I mean, the defense, thank God our defense is out there bringing the heat. But our offense definitely looks like a first week offense. And thankfully, Seahawks offense is just not able to keep up with the pressure we're bringing as well. My name is Kev Dan. Start posting your comments and questions about how the first half is going. I'm going to make some call outs here for the rest of the first half. And then we'll do a deep dive, as deep of a dive as we can in about 10 minutes on everything that happened in the first half. So I am glad you are here. In the meantime, post your comments and questions going on. It is 4th and 9. Again, 42 seconds. They are punting to the Broncos. Broncos have no timeouts left, so the clock is running. Moving up, let's see. Mims has it to about the 46-yard line. So 31 seconds to move the ball 30 yards. Probably not doable. I'll just be honest with you guys. We'll see. But with Bo Nix so far, look, just calm down, everyone. Bo Nix is not a bust. I'm not saying, but the fact of the matter is, so far today, he has not been anything remarkable, especially when it comes to the long anything past 5 yards, and that's expected of a rookie quarterback. So that is okay, right? We just need him to maybe start connecting on a couple of those and get the ball moving. But here we go, Broncos trying to move the ball here. Bo Nix, pump fake, run out of bounds, 46-yard line again, 47-yard line. Second down, 24 seconds to go. Gain of nothing. Leaving it at 2nd and 9, I guess. Gain of 1. I will say that, even though Bo Nix has had a couple of the really bad passes that not just, that he missed on, but that were very dangerous passes, he still overall is doing a very good job of keeping the football safe in terms of turnovers. So that's a good thing. He's not, fumbling. He's not throwing it right into the opposing hands. There was that one interception, but it is what it is. Deep pass right into the coverage for, let's see, Reynolds, it looked like. And that was incomplete. So 19 seconds left, 3rd and 9. That was just good defense. Yeah. I think the ball was well placed. It was just good defense. So good job on Nix for that one. He maybe could have let him a little bit to give Reynolds a better chance. But yeah. Hit Reynolds right in the chest. If you can hear the announcers, it's pretty much what I just said. Anyway, let's see what comments we have, guys. Again, halftime hash will start as soon as halftime begins in the game. Sarah, how you doing? Keep looking at the score since I can't watch. 10-9. We'll break this down in a little bit. Yeah, can't stay live. Just trying to do too many other things with posting updates and stuff during the game. So I want to be able to try to watch it a little bit myself. And can't show the game either, those copyright rules or laws or things like that. But we will talk about how the Broncos are looking overall here in a little bit. Broncos need about 12 yards, I would say safely 15 yards, again, field goal range, but it's 3rd and 9 with 19 seconds left. 2 running back set. Deep pass. Oh, he's got Reynolds. 13 seconds left. 1st and 10. That was a gain of what, about 20? That was a real good pass. Oh man, that was Bo Nix's best throw of the day. That was it right there. Okay, here we go. Here we go, Bo. Definitely in field goal range now. 13 seconds left. 1st and 10. Broncos up 10-9. 2 safeties in the first half. Almost had a third. Was at least hoping for it. Didn't get it quite, but we'll see. There's a whole second half left. Bo Nix scrambling, trying to run out of bounds at the line of scrimmage there. 7 seconds left at the Seahawks 37 yard line. Definitely in field goal range, barring any bad thing happening to us. Second down. Bo Nix is coming off the field. Yeah, 7 seconds left. You don't know if you can get out of bounds, because if you don't, you lose it. So 7 seconds left. We'll go for the field goal. A safe call. I like it. 45-yard field goal attempt. Ball is up in the air, looking right down the middle. Does have the distance. It is good right through the center lines there. Broncos up 13-9. 2 seconds left to start the half. I don't want to start talking too much yet, because just in case something happens on the kickoff return. Hopefully Broncos just kick into the end zone, giving it touchback so that we can end the first half here with probably a kneel down. But again, Broncos up 13-9 with pretty good field goal there, with the best pass by far from Bo Nix today. I mean, that was well defended. I would say the first long pass Bo Nix got in earlier, Cortland Sutton was just wide open. So I was like, he better have made that pass. The one to Reynolds just a little bit ago to put us in field goal range, that was a really well defended play on Reynolds, and Bo Nix just put the ball right into the perfect position. Sarah, do you know any radio stations you could try to tune in to KOA? 94.1 FM, I believe, is what it is. But search Broncos KOA, and you should be able to pull that up, and you should be able to listen to it free that way. Broncos did a squib kick, it looks like, of sorts. That takes us right into halftime. So, hey, what is up, Broncos country? Officially, the start of the Bourbon Broncos No BS halftime hash show. Again, Broncos up 13-9. Let's go through some of these stats here, guys. Glad to be with you. We're going to do this every game of the season, so you can count on us doing this. As soon as halftime starts, pull up our page and tune on in. Hit that share button for me as well. Get as many Broncos fans in here as we possibly can. I want to hear from you guys. What did you see in the first half of the game? What did you see? What did you like? What are you concerned about? And we'll talk about that as well. So what we're seeing here, Bo Nix, make sure this is updated all the way. 12 for 22, 67 yards, 1 interception, 0 touchdowns. So looking at that, Denver rushing, we have 60 rushing yards on 16 attempts. So here's what I don't like about that. 22 pass attempts, 16 rush attempts. It means our running game is not really going as well, so that when we are in those second and long and third and long situations, we are having to throw. We're having to put extra pressure on Bo Nix that he really shouldn't need in this first game, because our run game is just not getting there. Okay, we're averaging 3.8 yards per carry. Okay, Audric Estime has only had 1 carry, but that was that was scary. If you didn't see it, it was 12 yards. So really good. He did this flip up in the air. Ball pops out of his hands. It was a really good swat by the defense. Can't, blame Audric for that at all. But we did recover it, thankfully. However, that was his only carry so far. I'd like to see a little bit more from him. It looks like pretty even splits between Williams and McLaughlin. 7 carries for Javonte, 5 for Jaleel. Both averaging right around 3.3 and 3.4 yards per carry, respectively. So, and then Bo Nix has had 3 rushes for 8 yards on those 3 there. So, as for receiving, 67 yards. So pretty much even as in terms of the rushing yards as well. Looks like Josh Reynolds has had 2 for the 28. One was the one that just put us in the field goal range right there. Cortland Sutton, 2 for 21. He's had 6 targets, though, and those were just bad throws or, well defended. Both, either case, should not have been thrown to him. Devon Vele, holy crap, 3 for 16. He's been targeted 3 times, so he is 100% right now. with his long being 9 yards that put us in really good position for a first down there. So good things there. Haven't seen anything from Greg Dulcich, Marvin Mims as well. So kind of thinking, man, it'd be nice if we got them involved a little bit more as well. As for Seattle passing, they've only had 46 passing yards on 12 attempts and 56 yards rushing on 12 attempts there with 59 receiving yards. So let's get to some comments, guys. Hope you're doing well, and we'll do a quick round. Thanks for the Broncos jersey. Appreciate it. Sarah, are we looking good? So great first question overall. Here's my opinion. We are looking good for a week 1 team, a young, inexperienced, new offense that's trying to come together with a defense that has been around for the most part. Plus, we brought in some really good additions to stop the run and, really help out the pass rush as well. Holy crap, we are bringing the heat with the pass rush. Here's how I would explain the game to someone who hasn't seen it yet or who's not able to watch the game. I would say the reason the Seahawks only have 9 points in the first half is because the Broncos defense has been doing its job. Broncos defense has been bringing the pressure, got that 1 turnover, is really in Geno Smith's face. Denver's defense is doing a great job. The reason Broncos only have 13 points is because not so much of Seattle's defense. Yeah, they're doing a good job. They're not terrible, but more often, bigger thing is we're hurting ourselves. Big thing is Bo Nix. And I said before the game, if we're talking a lot about Bo Nix by the end of the game, it's probably a bad thing. I'm going to have to talk a lot about Bo Nix in terms of anything he's throwing past 5 yards, with the exception of the last 2 big passes at the end of the half, have been terrible. Either way off the mark when it should have been catchable, or in a really bad throw into coverage that it should have been intercepted. That one throw was intercepted. So Bo Nix has really got to just get out of his own head, I think is what it is. He's trying too hard. He's forcing the ball. He needs to calm down. I did see a couple plays where he stepped up into the pocket, right? And, even though it was 3rd and 9, he still got 5 yards, right? So developmentally, I like what I'm seeing. Okay. I did not expect him to go out there and just demolish Seattle's defense, right? But we're looking good. We're looking better. If Bo Nix can calm down, connect on a couple of these other big passes, keep the ball out of Seattle's hands, we'll be looking good. I think Denver's defense is going to keep up the pressure and look just as well. So that's my synopsis of the first half as well. Chris, how you doing? You love what you're seeing as well. New QB, nervous and not so scared. That's exactly what I would say. Look, this is a week 1 game by every measure. Like, there are lots of good, there's a lot of bad, and there's extremes. There are big extremes on both teams and both sides of the ball, right? So far, defense and special teams is what is, causing is the difference maker in this game. Offense has been pretty mute on both sides of the ball, with the exception of the Broncos at the end of the first half there. Broncos do receive the ball to start the second half, so hopefully they can keep that momentum up, put some more points on the board, and really force Seattle to become more one-dimensional, take more chances down the field, and we'll see what goes on there. Hawaiian girl, how you doing? I'm glad to see you here. Hopefully you're having a great day. Curious, what's the weather like in Hawaii right now? Is it rainy? Is it bad? Terrible? Right? No, it's probably pretty good. Glad you're here. Sarah, I didn't see nothing. Okay. Chris, Riley Moss is doing good on the other side so far. Yeah, there was one catch where, I think it was just a well-placed ball. I don't think it was out of place or anything like that, but it was to his side of the field. I would expect you to see him pick a little, I would expect you to see them throw a little bit more to him, but alternatively, what I am concerned about is the refs might be watching Pat Surtain a little closely here in the second half. He did have those 2 penalties in the first half. The first one, definitely a penalty. The second one, I think it looked like it was a penalty. He kind of put his arms around the guy like he was going to give him a bear hug from behind, but didn't really touch the guy. His arms, as soon as he realized, he kind of pulled back, right? He never really made contact with the guy. So I think that was more of position from the ref's point of view that drew the penalty, but either way, in their position and their viewpoint, he's had 2 penalties so far. So why not, if you're Seattle, take the chance, throw to Surtain, see if you can't draw another penalty or two out of them, just because the refs are keeping a close eye on him already. Could be a strategic move there by Geno Smith and company, but we'll see. Either way, Riley Moss is looking really good. I like what I'm seeing from there as well. Anthony, defense is awesome so far. And that's, again, what I said earlier. Our defense is what's holding Seattle's offense back. Seattle's defense is not necessarily what's holding our offense back. I'd say it's 50% Bo Nix, 50% their defense that's keeping our score so low. But either way, 13 points in a very weird way with 2 safeties. I'll take it, though. I will take it. Taking game. Yeah, very weird. Very, very weird. Victor, good to see you, buddy. Glad you're here, man. What do you think of the game so far? Gerald, good kicking from Lutz and good defense. Yeah, special teams and defense are huge. If we can keep that up in the second half, that's going to put us up in a really good position. We cannot allow Geno Smith to scramble on us like that again, right? We have got to make sure that that doesn't happen. They don't, Geno doesn't start relying on his own legs and, creating more opportunities that way as well. Whew. Kellen, it's the first game. Even if we lose it, just hang in there, Knicks. We'll come on his own. Exactly. And I said that at the beginning of the game, guys. Whether it's a really great game, it's a really bad game, or somewhere in between, remember, this is week 1, okay? This is week 1. It's a 17-game season. Relax, and there'll be time to digest things, and we'll have to see how Bo Nix progresses. Right now, let's see how he comes out in the second half. This is his first thing, right? I talked about this during preseason. How does he handle himself when things aren't going well? And things aren't going well for Bo Nix right now. The rest of the team might be thinking like, okay, yeah, pretty good. We're up 13-9. Bo Nix is not happy with himself right now. So how does he handle that? Does he get really flustered? Does he get really frustrated? Does that cause him to make more mistakes? Or does he keep himself poised? Does he help, make his reads well? Does he still continue to try to do better? We'll see. And that's what I'm hoping for. Let's see. Take on weird game. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Andrew. Cool. Rachel, defense is holding up. Short passes are not working. I would say short passes are working a whole lot better than long passes, but the short passes are not great at the same time. So we're talking way too much about Bo Nix, and that's a bad thing. I knew that would be a bad thing at the beginning of the game if we were in that position. So hopefully by the end of the game, we're not talking so much about Bo. And that means we win. That WWE tackle, yeah. Was that Browning, right? Browning went flying, but held on and made the tackle. Man, look, Cooper and Browning both making big plays. Zach Allen making huge plays. Pat Surtain has had several big stops as well. Riley Moss is playing well. We're just getting, Roach. I've seen Roach in there multiple times. Who else? Benito had a really great stop, right? Like, we are getting pressure. We are covering the field. We are moving fast. The defense, if the defense only gets better from here, okay. I like what I'm seeing. Offense has a lot more ways to go, but that's okay. Again, this is game 1 of week 1 of year 1 of the Broncos rebuild. Okay, this is as new as it gets. Finally, we should be on an uphill path from here. This is as new as it gets, guys. There'll be more growing pains along the way, but let's go from here and just enjoy the ride. Victor, Bo has got to stop looking to the receiver so much. He's in his own head. He's forcing it. He's trying to get the pace of the game, right? And again, it's loud. It's a very hostile environment. It's tough. This is a big challenge for him, right? And so how does he handle himself, especially coming out in the second half? Victor, exactly. They're reading his eyes. That's huge thing. But the defense looks great. That seems to be consensus all around the board, and I love it. Skinner playing good on special teams. Yeah, man, the downing the ball at the 1 yard line. And, this is where it's like, which team wants to win more, and you can tell that by the team that's rushing just a little more on those kicks. They're like, let me get down there just to be sure that, there's nothing I can't do to down that ball on the 1, right? Versus just, it's going in the end zone, whatever. This is what I like to see from those guys, and hopefully they can keep that up. So far, Let's gets the game ball this first half, but let's see what happens in the second half. I like the comment, though, Gerald. Allison, they need to stop Geno Smith from rushing the ball for big plays. That's the big thing. Yes, if they're like, well, if the Broncos are going to let us, let Geno Smith run all over them, we're just going to keep doing that. We have got to figure something out with the spy or something just to make sure that doesn't happen. Part of which is just keep putting the pressure on him, but making sure somebody's watching out for him if he squirts out there. So, Sarah, thank you for the halftime review. We're gonna be doing this every week. This is what we do, and we do it for you guys. Otherwise, I'd just be talking to myself, which I do all the time. Anyway, Andrew, Seahawks O-line looks horrible. Yeah, and that was their one big concern. And I want to get through some more of these comments here quickly, but one of their the biggest concern was the offensive line, how it would hold up. But still, they were like, oh, but they'll be able to hold up against the Broncos. They are not able to hold up against the Broncos. No, it is not working for them. So hopefully that keeps up in the second half for the Broncos' favor. Allison, I'm not surprised by that. He was a very good player when he played for Boise State. Yeah, he was. Brandon, hello. How you doing, Brandon? Glad to see you here. Second half is about to start, so I want to wrap up some of these comments. Chris, what's killing Denver is no tight end catching. Yeah, I mean, we haven't thrown to Dulcich at all, so we need to get those guys more involved. Gerald Cooper's playing well. Yes, he is. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. He's a rookie. Just got to get better. Defense has improved. Exactly correct. Chris, hopefully he'll be back after the walk-off. Yes, exactly. Chris, just curious where the Broncos got Just curious where the Broncos got Bo Nix from. He was the number 12th pick in the draft this year, and that's where we got him from. So, Andrew, it is time for kickoff. Thank you very much. Just a couple of comments left here. Bo Nix, the savior. Game on. Let's go, Broncos. Okay, guys, really quickly, remember, we are live Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time for Bourbon Broncos and OBS, and also we'll be doing the post-game podcast tomorrow night around 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Check us out live for that on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Tell your friends about us. Keep watching our Facebook page for updates for the game, and we will see you later, guys. Go Broncos! They are in a good position to win this game. Let's see them actually go through with it. And I have nothing left to say other than to say, go Broncos! Take care, guys.